What's going on, family? It's Black Still from Black Still Entertainment, the home of the independent artists, and this is the 38th Village Podcast. How's everybody doing today? I'm so happy today. I'm feeling good. I woke up another day, and I think we all should be happy that we woke up another day, because every day that you're breathing, you're achieving. I know I'm just quoting Snoop Dogg just now, but it's definitely a fact. If you're breathing, you're achieving, and you should be happy that you're able to have another opportunity to do something better with yourself. It's February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. The love is in the air. Everybody's talking about love and all this stuff. And what are you getting for Valentine's Day? What are you doing for your significant other for Valentine's Day? Everybody's talking about it. And it is what it is. Today's topic is be free. Now, I'm not saying that because it's Valentine's Day and I don't want to buy a gift and stuff like that. It's not about that. It's not about buying gifts. It's not about trying to get out of these situations. When I say be free, I mean be free of whatever it is that's bothering you, troubling you, preventing you from doing other things that you want to do. Being free could be being free of a negative situation as far as relationships, jobs, whatever. Being free can be also about just being free to be with your family more. Be free, financially free, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in life, go for it. And like I said, be free. It's another day. It's another day. Everybody should be ready and happy to be able to just do something else with their life. It's another day. Got more time to do something else. Like I said, if you're breathing, you're achieving. So let's go. What are the things that you're trying to do with yourself? What do you do every day? Because you should be. You should be doing it every day. What do you do every day so you can be free? Just had to show that. Be free. What's going on, baby? Good morning. But every day you should be pushing to be better, to be free of the nonsense, to be free of all the negative stuff that's in your life. You should be pushing hard to get out of that. Every day you should be working towards that. Every day you should be. If you are unhappy in your relationship, either you're going to work on it or you're going to leave it alone. If you're unhappy with your job, are you going to work with it or are you going to leave it alone? But you should be free. When I'm saying free, like I said again, it's not free to the point where you're doing nothing, but you're free, emotionally free, financially free, whatever it is. You should not be weighed down by negative stuff in your life. If something is bothering you, get rid of it. Get rid of it, because life is too short to be around negative energy and not achieving the things that you want to achieve. So it don't make sense. It don't make sense. It's not enough time in a day. It's not enough time in a lifetime to even to let anybody or anything stop your happiness. Be free. Be free of this job that you don't like. Good morning, sis. Be free of, like I said, all the negative energy. Just be free. Me, myself, I'm trying to be financially free so that I can spend more time with my family. That's my goal. What's yours? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to be free of? Good morning, Geneva. What are you trying to be free for? Be able to do? What do you want to be free for? Be free from your job. Be free from negative energy. Be free from a negative relationship. Just be free. My whole thing is, like I said, every day you should be working to be free. I'm not saying like you're a slave or whatever, but in actuality, it is something like that, though. You know what I mean? It's like you're a slave to the situation. You're a slave to what's going on in your environment. You're a slave to your job. You're a slave to all of these things. But we all should be striving to be free. Every day you should be working on trying to be free. Do something. Even if it's a few minutes a day, as long as you're working, it'll help. All right. You have a good one too. Thank you. But like I said, every day you can designate some time to learn something that's going to get you to your goals. What's going on, Randy? Every day you should push to be free of all the negative energy in your life. You should push to be free of, like I said, my whole thing is to be free, to be able to be with my family more, to be able to not have to worry about, oh man, I have to get up in the morning. I have to. If I don't get up in the morning, I might not be able to feed my family. That financial freedom is what I'm looking for. To the point where I'm making money in my sleep, that I don't have to worry about even getting up to go to a job that's making somebody else free. Because if I'm working helping this company to make money, then they're the ones that's being they reaching their goal of freedom, of being financially free, or whatever the case may be, or free to actually have to sit at a job for 8 hours, 9 hours, 12 hours for some people. Right now, might not be financially free, but I'm free of that situation. I'm free of working for somebody else. I don't have to work for somebody else. I have multiple ways of doing things to make some kind of money. Because I hate working for somebody. I hate waking up saying, if I do not go in today, I might not be able to take care of my family. I have to get up. I'm sick as a dog, but I have to get up. I'm miserable right now, but I have to get up. My heart hurts because something happened in my family, but I have to get up and still go, no matter what. I don't like that. And you saying 16 hours? I can't even imagine, man. I used to do doubles doing security, and I used to be pissed. Especially when I only went there for 8 hours and somebody called out and now I got to do a double. And I only brought one shift worth of lunch. Man, don't play with my stomach. But to be free, and even in a situation like that, like I just said, where somebody called out, now I have to be there, I can't do that no more. I can't do that no more. What are you doing every day that's going to put you in a position where you can actually be free? It's always going to be something in your life that's going to hold you, or whatever the case may be, or you obligated to. But to have a certain amount of freedom, it will be great. And if you can get there, why not try? Now, what is it that you want to do? Then you have to find the steps to get there. So every day you should be pushing towards there. Every day. Find out what it is or why. Why do you want this freedom? That's the main thing. Why do you want this, whatever freedom you're looking for? Why do you want this freedom? Like I said, mine is financial freedom so that I can be spending more time with my family. I want my time to be free. I want free time. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm talking about. How you just have to go in and do work that might even injure you more if you're hurting. but you have to go because if not, you can't feed your family or you can't do certain things that you want to do. You can't even buy yourself something. You can't do nothing because you have to go into this place that you most likely don't like. Because a lot of people don't. Well, most people put it like that. Most people don't like to work. Well, first of all, who likes to work? Now, if you're doing something that you love, like if you're an artist and you're painting every day and you're making money from that, that's not work to you. If you're a singer, that's not work to you if that's what you're doing to make your money because you enjoy that. But most people do not enjoy their job. Most people. I was about to try that name, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. But to be free is a great feeling. To wake up every day and know that I don't have to be somewhere for 8 hours is a great feeling. Now, I do have to do things because, I have a family, so things have to be done. But I'm talking about more time with my family, to be able to be there more and to not feel obligated to do something because I have to take care of my family. That's like too much for me. So every day I've tried to learn something or do something that's going to start pushing me towards that goal. You have to find out what is your why. Why do you want this freedom? What is it going to do for you? And then once you really get that in your head and say, okay, listen, like me, I said I want to have more time for my family. That's why I want this freedom. So now, what are the steps to get there? What can get me there the fastest way? All these things is things that you got to ask. Because once you start asking yourself these questions, your mind start developing ways of getting there. It pushes you to think more, and it's going to make you keep pushing in order to get there. Congratulations. Congratulations. See, that's one of the things why I like to be free. To be able, like, a new baby girl, somebody's having a baby, new baby girl, and to be able to be home and be that parent that you want to be. You want to be there for the kids that have to work while your baby's at a nanny or something like that. So it's like that freedom to be able to do that is great. Okay. See, you said you love your job, but you just want to make sure you be able to go after your 8 hours and not have to be forced to do a double and all that stuff. Yeah, that would be great if you do a double to get the next day off, because then it's like, okay, it's my same amount of time. But most jobs not going to do that because they need you there at the time you're supposed to be there. That time that they gave you the double, that's just extra. That was okay. Thank you. That's all that is. You don't get too much more than the thank you and the extra pay on your check. There ain't no extra for that. But it's good when you love your job. It's good when you love your job. When I was doing construction, even though it was hard work, I loved it. I loved it. I love doing construction. I love to learn things, new things. So every day I was learning something on the job. I was learning something. I was and actually seeing a building or whatever it is that I'm doing, either from the ground up or from studs to finished and all these things. Like, wow, this is amazing. I mean, I love looking at that stuff. So when I was doing that, I was okay. But at the same time, the wear and tear on your body is like, okay, how long can I do this? How long can I do this? I love it, but how long can I do it? How long can I go through this? I want to be able to be older and still move around, still do things. Because if I'd have stayed, probably by now, 43 years old, I'd probably been all broken up. Because I've seen people that's my age now, because I was in there in my 20s. But when I was in there, I seen people 40s, 50s, and everybody got these limps and all type of crazy stuff. And like, man, they all broken up. I'm like, man, I don't think I could do that for too long. So to be able to do what I want to do is, like I said, that's that freedom to be able to just say, okay, listen, I love what I'm doing, but I don't have to do it if I don't want to. It's a hard road. That's not going to be an easy road to take. And a lot of people are not going to understand it if you start to take that road, because people can't understand, yo, how do you think you're going to do that? That's crazy. Like when we moved down here, there was a lot of people that didn't believe that we were going to actually move. One, because like, yo, of course we love where we come from. But the freedom that we was looking for from that was a better situation for our kids, to be free of a lot of the bull that's going on, free of all the stupidity that people out there doing for no apparent reason. So we kind of got the freedom from that, because where we live at now is totally different. Totally different. We don't have gunshots every day. You very rarely hear sirens unless you actually on the street. So we free from a lot of the negative energy. We are free to think. We're free to grow. We're free to learn. My whole thing is to learn, because when I was in New York, it's like so much stuff is going on so fast paced that I wasn't able to even focus on one thing for a long period of time, because there's so much going on. So now I have the freedom to learn. Once I came down here, all I had was time, so I was really free. I wasn't working when I first came down, so all I had was time to think. And that freedom basically put me on the path to more freedom. So what are you doing every day to try to get there? What are your goals to freedom? What kind of freedom are you trying to see? What is it? Is it like me? You want more time with your family? You want to be free to just pick up and go? Because that's another thing. I'm trying to get to that point too, where I could just say, okay, I'm going to Italy today. Oh, I'm going to this place today. That freedom right there, just the thought of that, pushes me to get there. What do I need to get there? Okay, the trip costs such and such and such. How can I get that on a regular basis so that when I do spend it, it don't hurt me? What are you doing? What is your why? What is your why to your freedom? Why do you want freedom? Why do you want to be free? If you want to be free, a lot of people have like a Stockholm syndrome type of situation where they get so used to it that they just settle in. They're not actually looking to be free. They are so used to it. They are so used to a certain situation that it's not in their mind. They can't even fathom doing something different. And that's when it's sad to me, when it gets to a point where I've been doing this so long. If I change, if I do anything different, it might not be good for me. That fear of change will destroy any freedom that you can even think of. It'll destroy any of that. So you have to think about it. The topic is be free. Be free. Be free of negative energy. Be free of working for somebody. Be free of a negative relationship. Be free of whatever it is. Whatever it is that you're trying to be free from. You should be trying to work on that every day. Every day. If you're not happy in your relationship, that should be something that you be working on. You should be talking to your mate to see if it could get better. If you really want it to happen, go to therapy. And if it's still seeming like it's not going nowhere, you might have to let it go. But be free from that. No, you should not be upset, hurt, or anything. Life is too short for any of that. Be free. Be free. Like I said, my freedom, my ultimate freedom is to have more time with my family. So that means I gotta make the money so I don't have to worry about making the money. It just be there and I could just keep doing what I'm doing. Chill with my family, do my podcast, try to help other people get to that situation. And as I grow, I will be sharing my growth, and hopefully it can help some other people grow. So that's another freedom, to help other people be free. That's the things that I'm looking to do with my life. Excuse me. You gotta have a reason. You gotta have a why. You gotta have, why do you want to do it? You gotta have that. Once you have that, you can start growing. If you're not even trying to think of that, then maybe you're good with where you at. Maybe you don't need to be free from any of that. Yeah, that's a lot of people though, Geneva. That's a lot of people. A lot of people need to be free from their own mind. Sometimes you could overthink things that'll put you in a worse situation, or you think of so many things at one time that you don't give yourself enough time to work on any of them, or whatever the case is. But being to get out of your own mind is probably one of the hardest things, though. It's probably one of the hardest things because that's part of you already. So it's kind of hard to be free from that. It's kind of hard to be free from that. But as long as you work in it, it's a possibility. It's not like it's impossible. It's just that it's something that you have to work on. And it depends on what part of your mind are you trying to be free from? What is it that you're thinking about, or that you're dwelling on so much in your mind that's bothering you or hindering you from doing something? That's what you got to look into. And once you look into that, you got to start working on it. Like me, I think about so much stuff to make money that I tend to try to do all of them at the same time. That's with me trying to get out of my mind. I think so much that I can't sleep sometimes. I wake up out my sleep, I gotta write down notes. Or I gotta write down a song. It's like my mind stay working so much that I can't sleep at times. I don't get enough sleep. My mind is constantly going. So that's me for me to try to get out of my mind. I don't know how to do it. So what I do is I get on this podcast and I talk to y'all, and then y'all help me pull some of these thoughts out. So hopefully I'm helping y'all as much as y'all helping me. Because seriously, that's me when it comes to trying to get out of my own mind. I'm constantly in thought, constantly. Like they say, when people like, what you thinking about? And you be like, nothing. That's a lie. You're always thinking about something. But some of us think too much. And I'm constantly thinking. I'm always, like I said, I don't get no sleep. I really don't sleep. I'll be laying in the bed, lights out, TV off, phone over there somewhere, and I'm just laying there in the dark. My wife knocked out. I'm laying in the dark for about 2 hours. I wind up getting up, getting my phone, taking down notes, or I get on the computer and research something, or I start making music. My mind is constantly going. I'm driving and my mind is constantly going. It's worse when I'm driving because it's like all you're doing is driving. My mind stay going. So to be free from that, I don't know if I want to be. Because I think of so much things that it's crazy. You know what I mean? It's like really a strong thing that it helps me. The more I think, the more okay, let me try that. Let me try that. Thank you, Shima. But I really don't think I want to get out of my mind. Sometimes, so I can get some sleep, I wish I can be able to push it to the morning, or I gotta probably invent something that I wear at night that write down my thoughts, so it could just keep flowing out, and I don't have to be dwelling on it so much. Because I'll get to a point, man. It's like Christmas sometimes with certain situations. Now, kids be on Christmas all night; they can't go to sleep. That's how I be with my thoughts all night. I'm just up all night, all night, all night. I might fall asleep a half an hour before I'm supposed to be getting up, and it's been like that a lot of times. But once I finally get started on them things that I thought about, a lot of good things come from it. A lot of good things come from it. So I don't know if that's one of my freedoms that I want. But sometimes just to get a little more sleep, I wish I could pause it. I wish I could pause it. But it's a lot of people that are basically slaves to situations. And a lot of them don't know how to get out of it. But if you actually think about the destination, like not like traveling, I'm talking about period. Like I want to be this type of person within the next 2 years, or I want to be this in this situation within the next 2 years. Your mind is going to start pushing to see how you can get that, but you have to make it known to yourself that this is what you want to do. You have to put it in play. You have to sit there and be like, okay, listen, this is what I want, and I got to find out a way to get there. Everybody know how to do it when it comes to something that's not going to really help them grow. If somebody wants to go on a trip, they know how to get that money to get on that trip, or to buy that weed, or to buy that drink, or to these things come a little easier, and people are like, okay, I could do that. I could put the money to the side for that. I could do this. I could do that. I could do that. They know a way to get there because this is what they want. That immediate gratification, immediate happiness. But you still have to think about what I want to do, and that's going to keep me happy. That's temporary. That's going to happen right now. And when you finish smoking, it runs out. You're not high no more. All them feelings come back. You're drinking, it's the same thing. But if you're doing something with your life that's going to make you happy for the long run, then that feeling it'll be the same kind of feeling. You'll still feel like you high, but it's longer. It's the longest high ever. To be happy all the time, to be happy more, that's way better feeling than to be high for half an hour. When you can be happy every day. I wake up, I be dead tired because, like I said, I think all night. I might be making music, I might be doing something else, but I'm up early in the morning. My wife done got the boys ready for school, and I'm just helping out to get everybody ready then out the door. They had me laughing all morning because them kids are crazy. Get them the whole morning. I'm thinking about what am I going to talk about in this podcast. That's my mornings. Once I wake up, the whole morning, because I never have an idea. I think about an idea. Probably no lie, a lot of times within the last 10 minutes before the show starts. Because I have so much other stuff on my head that my mind be going everywhere. So the last 10 minutes I might come up with a topic. Now, I had this shirt on since this morning. This is my workout shirt. I only put it on today to remind myself to be free, to make time to actually start working out again. That's why I put the shirt on. So that kind of started pushing my thoughts into what this topic is going to be today. Because I thought about it just to remind myself to go to the gym. That's why I put the shirt on for. And it helped me to come up with an idea. So it's like kind of the same thing. Once you put an idea out there, when you put something out there, this is why I want my freedom. This is what this is the freedom that I want. Your mind will start pushing towards that to help you get to your goals. And that's with anything. Once you put it in your mind and sometimes on paper, just seeing it. Just seeing it will help you think more. Like, oh, okay, every time you see it, you be like, oh, I got to do that again. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Put it up. If you got Post-it notes, put it on your mirror in your bedroom or in your bathroom. If you know what I mean, if it's not going to be a mess to everybody else, put a note up to yourself to remind yourself, this is what I want. Let you know that you're great and you deserve this freedom. You deserve it. So once you do that, your mind is going to push you to something. Like I said, I wasn't thinking about a topic. I didn't think about my topic until almost last minute. But something else that I'm trying to push me towards the topic. Because I really said I need to get back in the gym. I want to be free from lack of energy. That's why I want to go to the gym. I want to have more energy. I want to have this stomach going. I want to be free of this gut. So this all works out perfectly. I want to be free. What do you want to be free from? Think about what you want to be free from, and your mind will start working, but you have to be honest with yourself. Exactly. Once you think about it, that's like people with the 12-step program. Once you acknowledge that you are an alcoholic, yes, I'm planning to make me a vision board. But once you acknowledge that you're actually an alcoholic, now you'll see the steps to help you. If you say, okay, if you keep being in denial of it, it's not going to help you. If you keep being in denial, it's not going to help you because you don't believe that it's needed to change. So once you acknowledge what it is that you want to do, why you want to do it, your mind will force you to get to that point. Now I done went through a lot trying to get to this podcast, because this podcast has been in the making for over a year. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew why I wanted to do it. But I was trying to make things perfect from the jump instead of growing into it. I wanted it to be like, as soon as I start, bam, everything just, there's 100 people in the podcast and everybody's coming through. I did advertisements and all this stuff. I wanted to do all that because, like I said, my mind be going too much. But you got to let the things flow. Once you put the thought in there, it's going to come. Don't force it. Once you force it, it's like you throw it all off. But once you have it in your mind, it's going to come. But you have to pay attention to the ideas when they come. When they do come, you have to be paying attention. Don't brush it off. And it's time to do it. And now, since I've been doing the podcast, actually made me feel good. Like I said, I'm hoping I'm helping y'all as much as y'all helping me. Because y'all basically are the way that I release and talk and let all these thoughts come out. Yeah, you have to be committed. Because if you don't, how it's like with anything in life. If you even if your job, if you work at McDonald's, if you're not committed to what you're doing, you're not going to give the customers a good experience. You're not going to make the food right. Whatever it is in life, if you're not committed to it, the job is not going to be done right. And you're not going to have the full focus. You got to commit to something. And like I said, one of my, I wouldn't say New Year's resolutions, because like when you make resolutions, to me it seemed like they never come true. You never really do them. You have to just do stuff. You can't just be, oh, I'm gonna set this for this time. If you say that, if you say, oh, I'm gonna start this on this day, you don't know what might happen on that day. On that day, something might happen that push it for. Oh no, okay, so I'll do it another day. Oh, I'm tired today, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna set another day. You just keep setting more dates. You have to just jump into it. Like when I used to smoke cigarettes, I was like, yo, I really need to stop. I'm gonna stop on such a day because I still got about 10 in this pack. I'm not gonna do it until, no, I mean, I'm gonna set it. But that led into another pack. So I actually, once I had it in my head that I really wanted to stop, I had just brought a pack of cigarettes, a brand new pack. I took one cigarette out and I took a pull, and it was so nasty to me. Because in my mind, I said I wanted to stop. It was so nasty, I crushed up the whole pack and threw it in the garbage. I took one pull. I just brought that pack. I'm glad it wasn't one of them $15 New York packs. But I balled up the whole thing because now my mind is focused. It don't want that anymore. And that's the same thing with anything. Once your mind starts taking over, your mind controls your body. And when you hurt yourself, but this is how fast the mind works. Once you hurt yourself, it doesn't send the signal to your brain to let you know you're hurt, and then you feel it. That's how quick it is. And you thought that, it hurt it, but it went that fast. Let your mind told your hand to feel the pain, for you to feel the pain in your hand. Once it's in your head, everything starts working. So you have to work on your thoughts, and you gotta try to get all that negative thoughts out of there. You can't let them mess with the positives. You got to get all them negative thoughts out of there. All that, oh, I can't do this. Oh, that's already defeating. That's defeating everything. Once you say, I can't do that, or, oh, I don't think I could do that, your mind stop thinking about that. Your mind just cuts off on that topic. Okay, you said you can't? Okay, then next, let's go with what we could do. But if you put it in your mind, okay, how can I get there? How can I do it? Once you put them hows, things change. You can't sit there and all them negative thoughts. Oh, nobody else in my family rich, so how I'm gonna be rich? Nobody else in my family did this, so how am I gonna do it? Nobody I know did this, so how can I do it? Once you start putting them negative thoughts like that, you already defeated yourself. Be free of those thoughts. Be free of all the negative energy around you. If there's a negative person around you, and y'all know the negative people, that no matter what the situation is, this person got something negative to say. Oh, look at her, she thinks she cute. Oh, how did this happen? How this person got that? Why this person hit the Mega Millions? Oh, why this? They always say something negative. You got to get rid of that person. You need to be free of that person, because that person is going to put all of that negative energy on you without even knowing. They ain't trying to, but you just being around them, you're absorbing it. You're absorbing it. You got to get rid of that. Be free of that person. Be free of these situations. You can't keep this negative energy around you. I'll try to stay around more positive people and put myself in positions where I'm around people doing more positive things, around the stuff that I like to do or want to do. I know that real estate helped a lot of people get that financial freedom. So I start studying real estate because I want that financial freedom. I wanted to be home with my kids instead of working for somebody else to be home with their kids. I want to be home with mine. I want to be home with my wife, chilling, having a drink, just chilling. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We sitting down chilling, have a drink, chilling on the back porch or somewhere else on the island somewhere. This is the freedoms that I'm looking for. Got to work to get there though. Be free. if there's something holding you back in your life, even if it's somebody that you love or a job that's taking care of your family, but is holding you back and you're not happy and you feel weighed down and you feel like you're a slave to it, like no matter what, you have to do this or else type of situation, you have to find a way to get out of that. Because if you're not happy, you can't make other people happy. Your family is going to suffer from it. You have to be free of all this negative energy. You got to let it go. Once you really focus on it, everything starts falling into place. Now that vision board thing, I brought the board for it. But with a vision board, it's messed up because a lot of things are digital now. You know, back in the days, you get a vision board, you cut out magazine things and you put it up on the vision board instead of just writing it, because you could write on it all day, but that kind of looks sloppy, and that'll start bothering you. But with the pictures, you get the visuals, and you're like, okay, yeah. So I actually made a vision board, as my computer screensaver. So I just got all the pictures all around, so I can stay focused. Whenever, like when it go to sleep mode or whatever, all the pictures pop up. And my pictures of Italy, because I keep talking about it because I'm going to make it there. I'm going to get to Italy. I really want to go. So I got those kind of pictures. And I already know prices and all that, but I got to still do what I got to do here. So all these things you got to put into play. Find a way to get there. And you got to be free, man. You got to be free. You can't let all of this, I want to be in a relationship, so I'm going to take the bullshit. No, that's all that type of stuff is like crazy. Listen, one thing, and I'm trying to think, did you actually put the post up, Tasha, of somebody put it up recently about losing friends, and like, if you lost a friend, it wasn't your friend to begin with. Friends are not going to be gone. You don't lose friends. Real friends, you're not going to lose them because they was real friends. Some people be around you to reap the benefits of what you're doing, or because you are doing the same things that they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, when I stopped smoking weed, I actually had people that said, so what are we going to do now, type of thing. So, we only was cool to hang out. There's nothing else we can do to hang out and chill because I don't smoke anymore. I stopped smoking. I lost a lot of people. No more people hang with me because I was smoking hard. So they was always, if you was around, you was smoking hard too. Yeah, I thought you put that up. That's why I said I thought you put it up, because I'm like, I remember that. But when you try to change your life for the better, you're gonna lose a lot of people. I'm not gonna say friends, but you're gonna lose a lot of people, because it might have just been a common denominator that made them an associate of yours in the first place. Exactly. You can't lose real friends. There's something that was there that y'all both did, or something that y'all both like, or something like that, that made y'all associates. It made y'all had something in common. It's not that y'all friends. It's just that y'all had something in common. And once that commonality is eliminated, so will the association. It's not going to stay if y'all not have something in common no more. What are you going to do? You stop drinking, you will lose people that drink, because they feel like you are not part of the circle anymore. They feel like, well, for real, what we going to do? This person, we drinking, and they just sitting there chilling. People don't really know how to relate to that. So until they change, it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, like I said, a common denominator. It's always something. And once you eliminate the common denominator, be free of that common denominator, you're going to be free of the association. Like I said, I stopped smoking weed. I lost people that I thought was friends. Never hung with them again. It's like, or I try to reach out and it's like, hey, what's up? And it wasn't really nothing no more. And I'm like, that's crazy as I don't know what, because we used to hang almost every day. We used to chill with each other almost every day. And now, since I don't smoke, we don't hang no more. So that's the only thing that we had in common was weed. Okay, I don't need that. I got friends now that smoke like crazy, drink. Well, I'm not gonna say like friends, because most of the people that I actually call friends, they don't actually smoke. They don't do too much of anything, and I guess that's because whatever you put out there is what you attract. And I'm about certain things, so people are not gonna want to be with me because of the things that I want for myself. I want a better life, and I want to change things for me, and those things are not gonna. The things that they are doing is not gonna help me out, so I'm not doing it. Excuse me. So that's just the common denominator thing, as far as that. But like I said, once you be free of that, you be free of the association. Be free from, like I said, from relationships. That's far as friendship, intimate relationship, all this stuff. Be free of it if it's not gonna help you. Somebody that's for you is gonna be for you, and you'll know it. You'll know it because they'll do certain things for you and with you without you asking, without without anything that they want back. They're not even looking for a thank you. They're just doing it because. There's not going to be a lot of them out there because a lot of people got their own agenda in every situation. So you have to be free of all of that. Once you determine that these are the situations, you have to free yourself from it. I know that I don't want to have a job. I know that I want to work, but I don't want to have a job. I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, but I want to work, but I don't want to have a job. I want to work for myself. I want to work with my family to build more and all that. I don't want to actually have a job. That's my whole thing. So I want to be free from a job. I want to have more free time. Free of negative energy, free of negative people. And that don't not look at family like that. Sometimes they are the worst ones. So even family, you have to sometimes cut these people off and not hang around them because of the negative energy that they bring. The negative energy that they bring is like toxic. It's a I can't remember if Raekwon was here, he'll let me know exactly what it is, but it's a law in the 48 laws of power that says basically just eliminate all toxic people out of your life. Don't associate with toxic people because it's contagious. You see people that's negative all the time. If you be around them long enough, you're going to be that negative person too. You are an average of the what they say, the average of the 5 people that you hang around. You are the average of the 5 people that you hang around. So the 5 closest people to you, you are a piece of all of them. That's what they basically saying. So if you're hanging around negative people, you're going to be negative. Oh, you have to. I'm telling you, you have to do it from family too. I love all my family, but I ain't gonna hang with all of them. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to be put in a situation where I have to fight because you starting shit. I don't want to be in a situation where me and you start fighting because you drinking heavy and whatever the case may be. I don't want to be involved with none of that. I don't want to be involved with somebody that after you talking to them for a while, they mad at stuff. That they mad, like, okay, they bringing up old stuff, or they felt the way about something long time ago and just bringing it up now. And oh, it's like, yo, come on, yo, listen. I don't have time for none of that. All I want to do is enjoy my life while I'm living. You know what I mean? Because life is too short. Everybody, you know what I mean, come to your funeral and all that. And that's where you see all the love and all that stuff, man. Listen, I want to feel all of that while I'm here. And if it's up to me to do it, then hey, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna push myself to be happy, regardless of what. I'm gonna push myself to be happy. So I'm gonna free myself, just like you said. You freed yourself. I have to free myself from everything. I can't take it. Life is too short to be put in a box. Life is too short. There's so many other things out there that can make you happy, and it's just crazy. Yeah, I know, but you need to bring your butt around or just come to my house. Listen, just pop up at my house. You might have to do like Mama used to do, some people at a time. Because sometimes when there's too much people around, conflicts start coming. Conflicts start happening because it's like too many people, and that's with any situation. But at the same time, you gotta know who's who and who to associate with. Once you know that and you say, okay, that person's gonna be there, okay, then I can't go. I just try to avoid the person because I want to see other people that's there. But you have to set yourself free from all the negative stuff. Be free. Once you do that, watch how happy you become. Freedom, to me, is happiness. Be free to be with your family members. Be free to go on trips as you please. Be free to think. Be free to learn. Free to work but not have a job. All of these freedoms will bring happiness to you, as long as you don't let those things become work. Because once you make that become something that's have to be done and all that type of stuff, then it's work again. And that's with anything. Oh, I have to do this. Once you start saying I have to, oh man, I have to do this, I have to do that. That start breaking you down, breaking down the happiness. You got to stay happy. That's the main focus. And freedom will do that for you. Being free. So again, what are you doing every day that's pushing you towards your freedom? Are you reading books? Are you listening to or going to seminars so you can learn something in order to get to your freedom? Are you putting things into action? Are you listening to this podcast? What are you doing that's going to help you out? These are the things that you got to focus on and push for, because once you put it in your head that this is what you want to do, that you want to be free from whatever it is that's holding you down, once you really put that in your head that this is what you want to do, your mind is going to start fighting for that same thing. And once your mind starts fighting for it, you have to put it into action. Whatever the thoughts come to your mind, you have to put it into action to put it past all of this negative stuff that you're doing or that's around you or people that's around you. So once you get in your head, well, I want to be free of all the negative people. And then your mind going to start showing you these negative people. Even though you know that, like people say, that's God talking to you. Whatever, whoever it is, your brain, God, whatever you think it is, whatever you believe in, once you start getting them thoughts and they start showing you these people, no, you like, oh, please show me a sign, please show me a sign. But then when they get that sign, people just push it to the side. They don't pay attention to it. You have to pay attention. You ask for freedom of negative people. And then God or whatever you believe in, the universe or whatever says, that one right there. And then you say, no, but that's my friend. No, but that's my mother. No, but that's my cousin. No, but that's my kid. No, because that's the... Okay, then you get what you asked for. You don't want to... I showed you. And you still want to stay around this person, then you don't want the freedom of these negative people because I showed you who this person was. That's my husband. That's my wife. I showed you who this person was. Is this person uplifting you? No. Is this person helping you reach your goals? No. Are they fighting for you to get your freedoms that you asking for? No. I'm showing you who this person is. Pay attention to the signs. You asking for a sign, pay attention to it. So once you get it in your head that this is what you want, and the things start opening up, your mind start opening up to what the situations are, who the situations are, you have to start working towards it. Because if not, you're going to be doing the same thing. You're going to be doing the same thing. Now they say the definition of insanity is doing the same things and expecting a different outcome. You got to be crazy if you think it's not, if you think something's going to change if you're doing the same exact thing. What's going to change? Like I said, when you see something, whatever it is, it don't matter what it is. If it's something that you feel you need to be free from, and you ask to find out who's who or what's what, and then you get the signs of what it is and who it is, you have to get it out of your life. Now, as far as the family function situation, it's a possibility that these things that you're trying to be free from, or these people that you're trying to be free from, might actually be at these events. You don't have to be around this person like that if you were to come. But sometimes, if it's that severe, you have to stay away. And that's the sad part, because it could be your family. It could be the family. It could be detrimental at times. That you go to a situation where you really feel like you shouldn't, and you still go, and then something negative happens. But you knew, because you had that sign. You had that sign. I don't want to go because I don't want the negativity. And then you decide to go still. And then something happens. Hopefully, that it's not something so bad that you can't recover from. But you put yourself in that spot to be receiving that negative energy again. So, with that being said, do what you have to do. Decide on what it is that's holding you back. Decide on what it is that you want to be free from. Embed that thought in your mind that this is what I want to do no matter what. This is what I want to do. I want to get rid of cigarettes. I want to get rid of weed. I want to get rid of drinks. I want to get rid of people. I want to get rid of negative energy. I want to get rid of this job. I want to get rid of this. Once you get that deep in your head, your mind going to start giving you answers. You have to pay attention. If it's a job, your mind's going to tell you other ways, and most likely it's going to show you your actual gifts that you can actually make money from. It's going to show you like, well, listen, I bake a lot of cakes. If everybody loves my cakes, I probably should be making cakes. I love to do it. People love it too. When I make it, people love it. Now I put a price on it. Things start coming to your head. Once you realize what you love and what you dislike, the scales are gonna start moving. Once you really determine, it's gonna start moving. And once it moves, and then all that weight that's pulling everything down, you start dropping some of that off the scale, and everything get balanced, and you feeling more happy. It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. So let go all the negative things. Be free of the negative people, the negative energy, everything. Put it in your mind. Decide that this is what you actually want and really commit to that thought. You will get the signs. Pay attention to the signs and change your life. Be free.